it's important, like the understanding of the dogfight it's been for me and my brother. That dogfight for us is being one, two Mexicans. Okay, let's talk about that.
That's
two
what
Mexicans.
I had that. I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, two Mexicans, but we represent Chicanos, right? Because we're from the West Coast. We weren't born in Mexico. We were born in Cali. We're Chicanos, right? So the dogfight for us is being two Chicanos, small town in Rialto, doing black music. You know, come on, we're talking the 80s, bro.
You weren't
To
represented
the
at
90s.
all.
We weren't represented. There was nothing to point to say, oh, those two boys, okay, so it looks like that. My brother was the first of its kind, record deal at 13. First Chicano kid not doing Spanish music, doing R&B, right? And so think of the role when that creates. Where do we put him? How do we market that? Well, what does that even look like? How do you explain it, right? And so, 40 years of a dogfight, bro. And thankfully, my dad was always on you got to be better than them at it if you're going to do it, right? Because one thing we pride ourselves in and will always pay homage and respect to is black music, because black music changed our lives. Now, you ask me how we got there, that's all my dad played in the house. It was a part of our DNA. It's what we grew up to love, right? And so when you take something like that on and you make it your passion and you commit to it, you better do it with excellence. That's the only proper way to pay homage and pay respect to what it is you love. We love black music, right? And so growing up, being in Detroit, being in Philly, where you're in these rooms and cats are looking at you like, man, what these fools know? Oh, word? Plug up. Let's plug up. You push play, we'll push play. Because we're also from the school of competing. Like, don't ever get it twisted about who we are as the Avila brothers. We are West Coast competitors at the highest level. That's how we've been nurtured and bred by the two best producers to ever do it in the game, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, right? Spent years. We talk to Terry once a week. Like, we call them our black dads because they sunned us. You know what I'm saying? And so to be able to take that information and really understand what it is and what it means to today's world for kids that look like us, that want to be forward thinkers, that want to be disruptive, that want to be creatives. It's like, none of us have to be in the box that society wants to put us in. You can dream bigger and beyond that, And so what we're really on the shit we're on right now is really making sure that kids that do look like us can point to something, that can reference something, and say, look, it's achievable. I can touch these cats. I can look at their journey. I can look at their story and say, that is the template. That is the book of instructions for what I want to do. And
that's one of the things you told me too.
Yeah.
When we got food, you said, I want to inspire the youth because it's all about the youth coming up.
That's it.
We have to set a good example for the youth.
Yeah. And you got to share the information.
And what I love too is that you guys right now are still in the studios. You were at the studio super late the other night, and you guys are finding up and coming talent still. You guys are constantly doing that, which I love. So
you got to pass
as big
the
as
torch.
you are, you got to pass the torch.
Yeah, you got to pass the torch. And I think, I love that. I know I don't remember exactly how Robin Williams said it, but he said, when you're in a room full of people, everybody's going through something, right? That they're not talking about.